Hey to the people, what's going on? It is me, Chase. We are here with the Real Housewives of Atlanta review. This is our first review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, the series, and this is the first episode of the season. We're so glad to have you here. Right now, we're streaming on YouTube and we're streaming on X, as well as recording for the No Chaser TV. Excuse me, for No Chaser TV, the podcast with Chase Brown. And today I have with me our panelists. I'm gonna bring them on. We got Sammie, who you guys know if you guys are here on YouTube with us and on X, as well as a newcomer. We have Jodi. Y'all, welcome to the
Wagwan.
game.
Hey, Jodi.
Hello, good people. Wagwan on this good Monday afternoon.
Yeah, it's like Juan. I don't even know if I said it right, but I like how you said it. I know it's
Wagwan.
right. All right. So X is having some problems today. We don't know what Elon got going on, but it ain't in our business. So when X is up, we'll be streaming
He
on X
said
as
it's been
well.
hacked today, but that's
You
what he
sure he didn't do the
said.
hacking?
Exactly.
Knowing him. Hey, Sean. Okay, we see the people coming in the room. Love, love, love. Okay, yes. Scorpio. And Demicio's in the back. Demicio's handling some business that's not No Chaser TV business on the No Chaser TV clock.
Oh,
But when he gets done, he will be here and he will do what he does like y'all like him to do it. While we're doing that, make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you'll know when we go live and all of that good stuff. I want to thank you guys for over the weekend. The community just growing. YouTube hit, excuse me, not YouTube, but TikTok hit 10,000 plus. So thank you for that. And Facebook is now at 16,000. Like, we thank y'all, we see y'all, we appreciate y'all, but we're gonna do what we do best, and that's give you the review like we always do it. I know this is
okay.
Facebook's first time seeing it, so they might be like, "What the fuck going on?" But we cussed a little bit over here, and we're gonna keep it real. Hey y'all, hey Sierra content. Oh, the people are here. Okay, cocktails with love of Lisa in the house, Sammie.
Where Lisa come from? Where you been, Lisa?
I know that's right. Lisa said, I'm gonna go on over here and get my Atlanta fix. We appreciate you, lovable Lisa. Thank you. Oh my God. The people showing up, y'all. I live. All right. Speaking of which, before I get into the review, I'm just ask y'all very briefly, Sammie, did you live for the Atlanta premiere? What you thought? What did you
In
think
a
overall?
very surprising turn of events, I enjoyed the girls. I didn't go in expecting
Same.
much. I didn't go in. I actually went in with some preconceived notions, but
Same.
Bravo took their time, and it seems like from episode one that they took their time and got it right. So we
Okay. Jodi, what you think? Just
I
briefly.
thought the same. I'm gonna be honest with you. The last few seasons has been underwhelming for me. But the girls, I think the shakeup, it helped. I'm still kind of holding out for a couple of the newbies, and I'm sure we'll get into that. But for the most part, I enjoyed it. I didn't fall asleep.
Okay. And like everybody in the group chat right now, I told y'all, and Sammie up there, I told you Atlanta gonna have it going on. They got us in our all white. I was gonna put
Fine,
on Brit
Usher
like
White.
Ross, but I ain't do it. Shamea thought she was Diana Ross, but it's your birthday. You got a $9 million house. I would be walking around like I walk around like this at my mama's house like Diana Ross.
Listen, what she say? The second largest sale in Georgia.
Catch.
I
Get
said,
into it.
oh,
A black person. I live.
oh,
That's what we're talking about. But speaking of which, let's go ahead and get right on into it. There we go. I was looking for it, and now I can get right on into it. Y'all know I can't see. Jodi, you don't know this, but I can't see.
look, and that's why I got my contacts in too, y'all. So
Oh God, don't even get me started with context. Okay, anyway, so we start with the montage of things to come this season, including
okay,
Brit explaining to her mother how she was sucking dick. I don't know if we can say that on. I'm gonna read the Facebook laws and bylaws, so I don't know if we can say the D word, so I won't say that. But how she was sucking dingaling or whatever down to the
giving
thing.
fellatio,
Yeah, fellatio. Allegedly, we're gonna allege.
allegedly.
Um, Now Portia's training and clearing, excuse me, Portia's training and clearing her mind before she steals somebody else's man, allegedly.
Allegedly.
And she is going through the throes of her divorce from Simon. I must say, whether she stole him, whether she didn't steal him, I just thought the scene was cute. That's what I would say. Like, it was cute. It was different for Atlanta.
Hmm.
And yeah, good, big up, good up. So we're gonna keep moving. Shamea arrives as a full-time housewife in her $9 million mansion, diva. Now she's filming with her family and taking elevators all over that big ass house. Shamea met her husband of 10 years, down to the Rose Bar. So if you guys are in Atlanta or have ever been to Atlanta, the Rose Bar was like definitely what it was. It was like R&B Tuesdays or something like that at Rose Bar, thrown by Miss Hannah King. It was like the biggest thing in Atlanta. So I could see that happening of 10 years. And it just made me think really briefly, Sammie. So that means it was 10 years ago that she got married, and Porsha said she couldn't get on the flight because her legs, something was like she couldn't wear the orthopedic socks that long on the flight or something like that.
Uh-huh. I remember that. I wonder if they're gonna rehash that for some odd reason this
Because
season.
it seemed like they bringing up other things
They
with
need
her
to
and
bring that up.
Portia.
Let's bring that up.
I was gagged once they said 10 years. I was like, 10 years?
I
That
said
was
the
season
same thing.
10.
I said the same thing. I didn't realize it was that long. Kudos
Mm-hmm.
to them.
Well,
But
maybe
kudos to
they've
them.
been have they been together that long?
She said married.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought she said married, and
She said married.
I was
I
like
was a little
10 years
gagged.
married.
Hey, Katie,
Yeah.
and let's see what some of the, let me bring some comments up. Wow. Demisio doing his big one.
Ooh.
Okay. She says that she locked him down after taking a crap in his toilet, and it was love at first smell ever since. Now, Shamea also is the nucleus as she is besties with Porsha, who is the link to the old Real Housewives of Atlanta group, as she is friends with Porsha and Cynthia, who we'll see, and Phaedra, who we'll see later on in the season. Kelly did a radio spot while Shamea does the radio show or whatever. She's off and on the radio in Atlanta as well. So that's how they met, and she brings along her friend Brit. Now, she doesn't know Angela like that, but Drew does. So that's how Angela is connected to the group. And of course, Shamea knows Drew. So there is that. Now she says Kelly and Britt are the type of girls that like to have fun. Let your
Had
titties
their
out.
titties out.
Yes. I was like, that is what summer I need this summer to let my titties out. And then she says, well, oh, that's gonna be it for now. So what did y'all think? I'm gonna start with Sammie because Sammie notoriously has never seen it for Shamea. What did you think about Shamea's entrance as the Grand Dame of Atlanta? Because that's what it was
Oh,
given.
So you're giving false information.
oh,
I enjoyed Shamea on her first little. Excuse me, y'all. We haven't. Come on now. You're gonna have to back up off me. I enjoyed Shamea when she first came. I just
mm-hmm.
However, the way they reintroduced her to us, I live for it. I knew they had money over there, but I didn't know that they had it like that. And I'm glad that we get to see like the wealth factor back in Atlanta. You know that the girls they don't just party or play, but they got money to they have the resources to do so. I like to see her family. I liked her family. I like to see her show us about the daughters and that she's still looking to make her family bigger despite the challenges that she's facing. Shamea seems like a fun girl. We got to see her personality when she was a friend, so I can't say that she's trying too hard, but she's just like very just super energetic. Because that's what I'm getting from her. So she seems like a fun girl there, but she does have some moments where it's like, okay, Shamea, I see you playing with the cameras too. But for the most part, I enjoyed her much more than I went in anticipating to. Because I at first I was like, Shamea, a peach, the glue, but yeah, but she making me realize why they chose her.
Okay. Jodi?
I enjoyed Shamea. I'm glad they gave her a peach, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I felt like they should have been gave Shamea a peach, knowing what we know about her now. Because I'm like, why are we just not knowing about all this wealth? Because that's what she's bringing to the show, right? Wealth. She's herself. You see her twerking, singing, dancing, being a mom, being a wife, and being even a friend to Porsha. Because it was times where I was just like, okay, Shamea, how we gonna handle this? And she held it down for her girl. But I want to see where this is gonna go. But I'm loving Shamea so far. I really am.
Okay. I, for one, have always wanted Shamea to be a peach. I remember the first time I ever saw Shamea, I went to, back in season 8, Kenya Moore's release party for her.
With the drinks and the water, and she drank the water
Yeah.
out the bottle.
Well, here's the
Oh, it's
thing,
water.
right? So me and my homegirl were there. We got there early because my homegirl had just graduated from college, and the college mindset: be there early, be there before, and because we were thirsty, hungry, whatever we was trying to make it in Atlanta. We was trying to get on, right? So they asked us, could we help set up? And I was like, girl, now I'm thirsty and hungry to get on, but I'm not nobody to do, girl, because I'm from Duval County. We ain't nobody to do, girl.
You hear
So
me?
my homegirl was like, I'll do it. So she was helping set up. She opens up the bottle. She's like, these bottles are pretty. She opens up the bottle. She's like, Chase, there ain't no shampoo in here. It is water like that, right? So the event goes by. and a photographer from Savannah State, which is where she went, did some pictures for Porsha, and she used that as her segue to have a conversation with Porsha. It was, oh, Porsha, I loved your pictures. The person who did it is a Savannah State alumni. So they start talking about the pictures, and then she slides in, yeah, ain't no shampoo in that bottles. It's just those bottles is just water. And then Shamea opens the bottle and drinks it, and we're on camera like I'm like gag boots on camera, like it was bad. Like Kenya was pissed. Like Kenya was really pissed. So,
Hmm.
but even from that moment, I always felt like she was fun, she was energetic, and she had something that she could bring to the show. And then when she read Phaedra like that at the season 9 reunion, I was like, this is the perfect opportunity for her to take her spot. But
Mhm.
that's, you see, that's a testament to like how we plan things, and like life just has other things. Because I'm glad she didn't get the peach then, now in hindsight, because if she got the peach then, we wouldn't have her now. We needed her now. Like we needed
Yeah.
her now. So
No,
I'm very
seriously.
happy for her and very happy that she has her peach. Yay. All right, let's move on. Oh, can we move on? Oh no. Okay, oh. All right, good. I thought I had deleted the recap, child. We're gonna have to go off of memory and not memorizing. The memory's not memorizing like it used to memorize. Drew is still going through the throes of her divorce with Ralph, who is now living in the basement. Kenya stops to visit and Drew fills her in. They communicate through an app, where Ralph still treats her like crap. So even though they don't verbally communicate, he still finds a way to let her know he ain't thinking about her ass.
Mhm.
Drew tells Kenya she's partnered with Portia's ex, Dennis, who has been doing music for a very long time now. Excuse me, in her words, a very, very long time. She tells Kenya that Dennis is her earth angel, and when she couldn't get out of bed, Dennis was her reason why, because he was booking studio time for her. Now her children, Dennis. Uh, Drew doesn't think that Portia cares about it because she would have said something had she did. We're going to move into Kelly, who is hosting a birthday party for her children, well, for her daughter, Chloe. Kelly is going through a bit of divorce as well, and she describes the environment as unsafe. There are tons of documents online about Kelly's divorce. We may find them and bring them up next week, but if you want to find them, you can. They're everywhere. She's the owner of Nana's in Atlanta. Now, I did speak to a friend because I've never been, but my friend, when he said the food was good, child, so I believe him.
That's what's up.
I believe him. And it is super successful. The divorce has been hard on the kids, which we see, and she's just navigating that. So before we move on, Jody, what did you think of the Drew and Kenya scene, as well as any thoughts on Kelly so far?
When I seen that scene, I immediately wanted Kenya's confessional because
Oh,
Kenya's face, if you looked at it, Kenya's face was like she was
hmm.
taken aback, and she was thinking everything that we was thinking and asking the same questions. Like, wait a minute, how long has what's Portia's baby daddy's name? Dennis been doing music, and he your earth angel, and Ralph still staying here. It was just a lot going on, and it made me realize in that scene right that Drew still ain't got it together. It, and no offense, because I'm divorced and I've been through it, and I understand it can be tumultuous, but I just was like, she can't get it together to save her life. I just, I, yeah, Drew, we would like you to get it together this season, please, please, let's go.
Sammy, what you thought about it?
Well, first, I don't know if I don't know if I'm slightly or heavily disappointed that Drew is the one that we had to, continue on with with the. But I'm with Jody. When I was watching her speak to Kenya, the way Kenya's face, Kenya was like, "Oh yeah, we finna get into some things this season." But it's disappointing that we're not gonna see Kenya a lot. That we know that her erasure is coming. But Drew just, there's no way that she has been communicating with Portia in the way that she says,
Right.
and and then we're gonna have this confusion on what's going on with Dennis. Dennis being a music producer, whatever the case may be, all of a sudden, okay, Drew, but it's given. I'm doing another storyline for the TV, and I hope that Portia clocks her the way that she needs to be clocked, because I'm sick of Drew with the manufactured stories and all the greasy BS she be coming on the TV with. So hopefully these new girls make her step it up and bring some real TV, or gather her the way that she needs to be gathered if she's gonna keep on with the BS.
You know, I definitely echo those sentiments. I definitely have never been a fan of Drew Sidora on this show. From the day one she stepped in with that boot and that wig, I said, "What the hell is going on?" And people was calling her the queen, the queen, the queen, and I was saying I would not want to be associated with being the queen of the flop era of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that's just what I thought. As we go on, we have girls who are now going to call her to the carpet, and I think the difference between this set of girls is they're kind of fresh to it, like people like Kenya and the other group before this season, they became desensitized to Drew's BS, if that makes sense. Because even then,
Yeah.
like the old Kenya would have pounced on all those inaccuracies and inconsistencies that she was given at the beginning of the scene. She said he does music for a very, very long time, and then it was, well, actually, I don't know when he started doing music. So how you know he did it for a very, very long time if you don't know when he started?
Right.
That's how you can tell Kenya just goes along to get along with her. Even at the reunion last season of Atlanta, when everybody was like, the one thing we can all agree on is Drew, you be lying. Drew, you do be lying.
Hmm.
Drew. And then what did Sheree say? Yeah, when I got here, the first thing they told me was, you be lying, Drew. And even creating those songs, was like, yeah, Drew, you know you do be lying, girl. You be lying.
I know the
Like, you
entire
know,
season was hell, and that's the only thing that they could agree
can you believe that?
on.
That group, as disjointed as it was, and never agreed on anything. The one thing, the general consensus was,
Drew be lying.
and Kenya
It
was
was
like,
crazy.
man, please don't make me chime in on this, dog. And that's how Kenya
Right.
was looking the whole time. Jody, you're absolutely correct. I wish we would have gotten confessionals. We are going to have a Kenya Moore erasure, but I got a hot take about that Kenya Moore erasure later on at the end of the episode. But we are going to have a Kenya Moore erasure like you've never seen before, Diva. Uh, and about Kelly, I like Kelly. She's a ball of fun. And the new girls, in my opinion, we'll elaborate later, but the new girls were the energy that was missing from Atlanta. It feels almost like an invigorated sense, like they're not on that caliber. So I'm not saying that, but the energy at least reminds me of the new energy that it felt like when Kenya and Porsha joined. Now I'm not saying they the new Kenya and Porsha because they're not. I'm just saying like it felt like, oh, this is new, this is fresh, this is exciting, and that's what I feel about this set of girls today that we got. So that's what I think about the new girls so far. Make sure that we get those likes up in the group chat on YouTube, you guys.
Hit that like and share button, y'all.
Yes. Okay. But before I move on, Drew just really just grinds my gears. She boils my grits.
It's
Like, why are
I
you
don't know what
saying?
is it.
Why are you saying that someone else's ex was the reason you got up in the morning, girl? I just and you know Portia
With
like to
that
fight.
stale
I don't.
wig.
And you know she putting on 10 on nothing. Because what about the kids, Drew? The kids ain't your reason to get up and live.
I don't have no children. I can't speak to it, but I know Sundays I'd probably be like, leave me alone, y'all. I don't know.
But no, I'm with you on that. The kids, like you
What
ain't
about
got
the
just
kids?
the fact that you have life itself, you able to get up. Like that can't be your
Mhm.
reason. Old girl baby
Somebody else,
daddy your
man.
reason.
That is
Like
weird. It
I don't
gives.
know. Drew is just weird. And she just
She's
weird.
weird in general. Because I'm gonna say this, Jody and Sammy, and I'm gonna say it, and I ain't taking it back like our good friend Heavily does, right, Sammy? Um, it give they fucking. That's what it give. I don't know who watching on
It,
Facebook, so until we get Facebook built up right on the YouTube, I can say that it give they fucking. That's what it give me. That's what it
it,
give.
it gives something, and it gives she desperate. That's what it's giving, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of
Mm-mm-mm.
her, and I'm sick of that storm wig she wore to the gathering.
Oh,
Ooh.
That
Lord
gray wig
Jesus.
she had on, and I just kept looking at it when she was talking. I was so distracted. I was like, "What is going on here?" Like she still
Mm-mm.
ain't got. Drew is always like she need a stylist. She just needs somebody to hold her hand and say, "Hey, baby,
This ain't
we
it.
need to talk."
Jody, could you read
Yes.
our Facebook comment? I think this is our first Facebook comment. Hey, Facebook.
It says VW Sade. It gives pick me. It gives fake storyline. It gives all of that. It gives have sympathy for me. It's
And we don't
the
have
girl that
none.
cried wolf, and we're not doing that. You too
We're not
old.
doing
How
it.
old is she?
Older than us.
She in
I
her
need her to get it
30s.
together.
She's in her 30s.
I believe Drew's probably like 38, 39.
Okay,
You
so
lying
you
to me,
can't be she around the same age as me with this type of carrying on.
Jody. Now let me say this. I want to move on. We need to move on. But
She's
Sammy,
39. She'll be 40 this year.
get out of town, Brown. Sammy, you said that uh Drew was the one that was chosen to carry on, and it's baffling to me. You know who I know kicking themselves right now and is upset? Marlo Hampton, because these her
I
kind of
knew it.
girls. This Marlo kind of
Yes.
carried on, and they had her with that mess.
Hmm.
Ooh,
And
I
it would
almost
have
low key
came
feel bad.
natural to Marlo with these girls because they messy just like her.
This Marlo kind of said, you get what I'm saying? The other girls was
Hmm.
not. Ooh, poor Marlo. See, that's what I mean. But when I said about Shamea, sometimes it's divine timing because imagine I would have turned the
Hmm.
piece down during them seasons, to be honest with you. I would have to
Well,
turn it
remember,
down.
I thought they were saying that they was trying to give it to her, but her husband didn't want her.
They offered her one. I know for a fact, the one that I know about is they offered her one after the season 9 reunion, which is why she filmed so heavy in season 10. But her husband was just like, no, I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to. And they
Which I
wanted
don't
her
I
to
don't
do it.
blame him. I wouldn't
Yeah.
have messed that up either.
Yeah. He didn't
Not in
want to
my
do it.
$9 million
And I was
home.
just gonna say, seeing how she living now, I can understand why she was
I
like,
can
okay,
understand why he didn't want to do it.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. Now, Portia, I don't know. I don't know why it's like that. Okay. Portia goes and visits her longtime friend, divorce attorney Randy Kessler. You thought I was gonna say Shamea, didn't you? Oh no, Randy Kessler. So Portia realizes a lot of things that turned out to be untrue with Simon. There was foreclosure notices which I wasn't aware of. You know, foreclosure notices that came, and she was concerned about the finances and all of those things. Both parties are 50% owners in the house that they're currently in, or that they currently own, that Portia is not allowed to film in because Simon hit her with the injunction at the time of filming, which I think now has since been sorted out and she can film in the house moving forward. Um, excuse me. Portia takes umbrage to everything because she earned money. She earns her money there, and when she says she earns her money there, she means, you know, of course, Housewives filming. She says that when she was having to stand in the secondary line at the airport, she started having questions as opposed to the normal TSA line. Portia gets emotional and says that she has given up communicating with Simon as she tried recently and it did not go well, and so she's just going through the throes of her divorce. You know, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, and I hate to say it, and I don't know how crass it's gonna sound. I really don't care. Jody, do you care? I don't care. The reason why I don't care is because yes, okay. So, what's the girl named Fallon was doing her thug thizzle, right?
Hmm.
With the janitor or whatever he is. I don't want to call him that. She was pregnant by the man, but also I, for me, I don't personally agree, and it's my square, so I can say how I feel. I don't personally agree with the way that she acquired Simon. So that's me. But I want to know, Jody, what do you think? Like, how are you feeling as a woman and the whole divorce thing? You've been through divorce, even with all of these situations, and how she came to allegedly acquire a crew Simon or whatever you want to call it. What do you think, Jody?
I don't agree with it because we have footage at you at this lady's house, hugging this lady, hugging this, being all cordial with Simon. The dates as far as when the divorce and everything overlaps when she marries him. As somebody that is Jamaican, I will tell you this: when you fly, especially before you do your whole citizenship and everything, you're gonna be pulled by customs. You're gonna be pulled by immigration. All the signs is there, so I don't really have sympathy for her. And as a mom, Portia seems like she does the most for Pilar. Like she really do love her baby. I don't want to take a dig at her from as one mother to the next, but it clearly feels like she jumped in it for a coin. She thought she was gonna have the African prince that Shamea has in the lifestyle that Shamea has, and she didn't do none of her homework because it had she done her homework, all of this information would have been available to her prior to point blank period.
Catch
She
that
would have made
dirt.
it for face value, but
Yeah, I was kind of shocked at watching this scene because she had some real emotion. So I don't know if she started to gain feelings for him or if she really had them feelings going into the marriage. But I don't feel bad only because even outside of the way that she got with him, it was just so soon. Like you didn't know much of anything about the man, so to jump into a marriage with him and then bringing your daughter around him and y'all moving into the house together for these things that I would think would be, very important, like the green card and all this other stuff, you would think that you would have. She said she asked questions. Which ones I don't know because clearly you missed out on a lot of stuff. But she just moved entirely too quick for me, which is why I can't have any type of sympathy for her in regards to it. Even outside of the way that she took the man, I initially would think like that would be the reason, but Porsche just jumped into that for no reason. I know people were saying that she was trying to compete with Shamea and have like Shamea's lifestyle, and initially I thought that was kind of ridiculous to say. But watching this episode and seeing how Shamea is living, it actually wouldn't be surprising if there was some truth to that.
I'm gonna just say this about that comment, Sammy. The I don't, I like to kind of make, how I am. Once I have my opinion, that's my opinion. But I don't rush to make one, right? Unless I feel strongly about it. I don't ever really rush to make an opinion because when I say it, I want you to know this is what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen over the years Portia have this thing, to me at least, where if someone has something that's in line with what she wants for herself and they get it first or they get it bigger, there's like something like a switch that triggers in her that makes her want to get it even more. Like, so I never was a fan of the way she treated her sister when her sister was pregnant.
Right.
And that was directly, and she admitted it in the season. So don't think I'm a Portia basher. Go back and watch season 8. She admits that I was treating my sister this way because I wanted it for myself, and she got it first. Or we didn't know that Shamea was marrying into wealth. We just knew that Shamea was getting married. The man had some money. He was flying her to Africa to get married and having one in the States. We knew that, but we didn't know to the degree that we know now of how much wealth that her husband has acquired and accumulated. We didn't know that. But when she was announcing that she was getting married and throwing this, Candy's going to the wedding, and Portia by this time has plenty of jobs, plenty of money, but she couldn't get the orthopedic socks on for 12 hours to take the flight to go to the African wedding. Like, it makes you wonder why. You know what I mean? So people like that, and you wouldn't think that it's like that, and it's very deceptive because she's a beautiful woman who has jobs, platforms, millions that adore her, and so you wouldn't think that that would be the case, but it goes to show you, no matter what you got on the outside, if everything else is not aligned with how great you look on the outside, then it's going to maturate in certain ways. And in my opinion, that's one thing that Portia has that I'm not a fan of.
You know
Um,
what it is to me? It's that only child syndrome. It's just some people when they come mom, because if I'm not mistaken, she's the only child for her mother, right? Because Lauren
Yes.
is her sister on her father's side.
Hmm.
She acts just like an only child. They don't know how to share. They don't know how to do anything. It's all about them. They can't see life outside of them. And that's what it gives me.
Okay, I hear
I
that. Go
will
ahead,
say
Sammy.
this. It was a comment on the screen. I think it was from Kaden. She said last night on Watch What Happens Live that Gerald Shamea's husband was pointing out the red flags of Simon before she married. So you have this man kind of telling you, hey, you probably should pay attention to these things, especially someone who I don't are him and Simon from the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Simon
Mm.
and Gerald. Well, I mean, either way, but if he's pointing out these red flags to you, you probably should have paid, kind of paid a little attention to that, or ask
She
the
wanted
question.
what she wanted,
Yeah,
Sammy.
ask the questions around what he's pointing out to you. But she had her mindset, and she wasn't finna let nothing stop that.
I mean, we got to also remember, y'all remember how she got with Dennis.
It was quick,
That was,
fast, and in a
it
hurry.
was quick, fast, and I'm pregnant. And we was like, it was almost like she was pushing the relationship to escalate to those levels. And Dennis was like, I'm just messing with a pretty girl. That's what it came off to me.
Oh my God, you know who she is? She's
Oh,
Joan Clayton. Does that make sense? Not
my
as well. Just remember
girlfriend.
how Joan
I
was
don't think
with.
she was as bad as Joan. Joan had
Well,
it
she not
bad.
like now. Joan is like on another level. But when I say Joan Clayton, as far as like how Joan was during the wedding and during the pregnancy, and just when anybody got something that Joan thought that she should have had first because she's Joan, she didn't really
Mm-hmm.
react to it well. You know.
And see, but with the dentist thing, I really didn't pay too much mind to that because we knew that she wanted a baby. Remember, she had that baby contract.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought that was her purpose with dentists. Now, I mean, I guess even still, it's kind of quick to be having a baby, but I just thought she thought like her time clock was ticking, so she just said, "Hey, I'm here now. Let's go on and do it."
Mm-mm. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and move on because we're almost done with the little foo foo parts of the episode. Details Kenya, Porsha Kelly. Da, 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 da. All right, Porsha got the thing. She was emotional. Kelly and Brit, they meet up with Shamea down to the restaurant, and Brit says that she's an insurance agent who gets invited to all of the hottest parties. And it's definitely because she's an insurance agent and not because, now see, they would.
Okay, no, you're not finna do this,
Yes,
Chase.
I am. Yes, I am. If I can find it. They better be like, y'all better be lucky I can't find it. They done messed with StreamYard since I done been on hiatus. Girl, StreamYard, know they messy for that.
Thank you, Dose
Okay.
Delicious, for the super.
You're here with Great Eating.
All right, go ahead, Sammy, please.
I was just telling Dose Delicious, thank you for the super sticker.
Thank you for the super
It's the
sticker,
video.
Dolce Delicious. We appreciate it.
Thank
She
you,
paid for that
Dolce.
Brit Edie advertisement, that
That's it.
OnlyFans,
Right.
whatever that was.
But that's
Play it
why she get
again.
invited to all the hardest parties, and not because
Oh,
Uh-uh.
she's a white woman and a white man.
right. Not Andy.
Not because she's yeah.
Stop.
You're here with Great Eating.
I'll be trying to get the girls a guy, get me what right together, girl. Anyway, but that's why she's invited to the party because she sell the best insurance. Because you know what my party missing? An insurance agent.
And I was like, what kind of insurance she was selling to be
Is
at all the
that?
I'm
parties?
not gonna. I hold off on comments like that.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
touch
was-
it, but I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch
No, I mean,
it.
because a girl want to know, because
Because I can sell it too.
if the price is right, I just might.
Hey, okay. Listen. So she was invited to all the hottest parties in the A. They talk about Portia's divorce, and Kelly point blank in the period says, "Why she took that lady man?"
We thought it, but she said it, and I did not expect for her to say it so quickly in the season. I was like maybe episode 3 when she meet Porsha or whatever, but for her to say it right then and there, I was like,
Why she took that lady man? Okay, she got right to the point.
right. See
Kelly
Shamea's
says,
face.
Kelly says, that Portia was taken into someone's home and then she married her husband. It's just a little bit much for her. Kelly thinks that all of them involved are messy. Shamea takes up for Portia and feels it's her duty to do so because they're besties. Brit says that she heard through the grapevine that Drew was messing with Dennis. Dennis tried to slide on Kelly in the DMs, and he actually took Brit out on a date and bought her some jewelry. And Brit says that's because she was a hot girl because before she was selling insurance, she was also in King magazine and all the hottest of the hots. She was a
When she
Duval
was in high
Diamond Jody.
school.
Right. In
Yes,
high
when
school.
she was
She
in
was a
high
Duval
school.
Diamond, baby. In
I
high
was
school.
like, in high school? Okay.
Jody.
Lock them up.
What you think about it? Because high school is high school, so we all grow up where we grow up, and it's
Right.
not far fetched. But what do you think about the Brit and the whole situation, the sit down of it all?
So when she said in high school and all of that, then I thought about what Kenya did, and then I was like, does that justify what Kenya did? And I was trying to go down that little rabbit hole. And then when she was talking about Dennis got her the necklace and he can't afford the one she got now, I just felt like bringing up Dennis to me was irrelevant. I wouldn't even have touched bases on that, especially as a married woman with her second ring. I wouldn't have went there. Kelly, like I said, I expected that maybe like a couple episodes down, but she didn't waste no time. She was like, "I'm coming in hot. I'm showing y'all why I got a peach." She looks like Mia though. Or am I tripping? Y'all, she don't give y'all Mia?
Kelly in the
Real
face?
Housewives? Yes. In the face. Now, cause some
I don't
like her
know. I'm
confessional,
gonna
she
have
look
to
a little
see it.
darker. She look a
I'm gonna
little
have to
darker,
put it together and see.
but when you look at her, I think it's the injections, the fillers, whatever, it's giving me Mia. And I was like, why does she look alike like Mia? I'm not for it. I would love to try her waffles and everything, but so far I'm just like, I don't know, I gotta see about them. It's giving
The,
me fans versus a peach holder. Or maybe like a friend
mm,
of the show. That's what it's giving me.
mm. Sammy, what's it giving you?
I have a totally different interpretation. Kelly was the one that I think I was just like, her? Why her? When we were getting to know who they were casting.
Mhm.
But, and I meant to mention this earlier, she probably was probably my favorite thing out of this entire episode. I think I like Kelly a lot. She, it was the perfect time to do it. You sit around, you kikiing with your girls, you having drinks. We all know Porsha and took that woman's man, and this is the time I'm with my girls. Let's kiki about it. So I like the scene. I like Kelly. I think Kelly's going to bring the energy that I'm gonna like. Brit, I can't say that I don't like Brit or dislike her. Like I'm pretty sure that's gonna probably change later on down. But as for now, she's giving what she's playing her part. She's giving what we expect for the housewives to do as far as conversation, messy. She's a beautiful woman. The whole insurance thing, I don't know. I need to figure out. I'm gonna ask my boss something because we deal with insurance at work. Like, what kind of insurance could give me this type of access? So I'm gonna try to figure out what it is that girl was really doing. But she said she was doing it all in high school too. I might have to come back and revisit that episode with you because I got questions and maybe we'll have the answers by then. But I enjoyed it. It was cute. It didn't give a lot, but it showed like their personalities and what we're in for later on down the road. I enjoyed it, but I think Kelly's gonna probably be one of my favorites once this season is over, depending on how she plays her cards. Because I enjoy Kelly a lot.
I may get in trouble for this, but episodes 4, 5, and 6. Y'all welcome.
Okay.
No, don't ask no questions. 4, 5, and 6.
I'll be tuned in. Okay.
Don't ask no questions. I'm gonna say this too. I like Kelly. She's the kind of mess I like. You dead ass wrong. You doing with Teen too much, but you a baller for a girl. I don't even care. Because when I get with my girls, the first thing I'm gonna do, Sammie, is say, "Girl,
what the hell?" It was the perfect line. She was in her comfort zone, her safe space to do it. What I will say was a little off. Not gonna say off-putting, but I would have liked to see Shamea be a bit more like, "Wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute." But I guess she got a role to do. One question though: is Shamea the glue, or hell is Dennis the glue? Because he got access to all the girls.
Right.
The
hot dog king is showing his hot dog to all the ladies.
For me, I love a pretty hot dog, but it's what it's attached to. I just like Dennis always like he need to go like this a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I just
you know who he looked like to me? Jermaine Dupri a little bit. Like they could be brothers or something.
I could see that Jermaine Dupri there. Yeah.
Like they could be brothers.
I could see it.
No, now they're starting to believe me in the group chat because I've been telling them stuff for a year. Every time I tell them something, Sean getting them people group chat and tell them I ain't telling the truth, and then later have to come back and recant it.
Sean be here today?
Sean and another day being quiet.
For now. My girl gonna show up. She gonna have something to say.
Yeah. Well, she did say somebody that said they didn't like Kelly. I can't remember who it was. Anyway, all right, Brit said that she sell the best insurance. Okay, Shamea meets with Porsha at the strip club, and let me tell y'all something. I know a lot of people do not like the road that it's taking. It's Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That's Atlanta now. Nene and the girls who you keep talking about when Nene and them got on, they in the strip club. They are at the. That's what I'm telling you.
That's Atlanta.
I lived there for 10 years. Like I'm telling you, I wouldn't lie to y'all. That is Atlanta. It does not matter the age. This is what they're doing. They're injecting their faces. They stuffing their body. They're doing whatever they want to do. They having fun.
2 p.m. on a Wednesday in that strip club.
And they was in there eating chicken wings at the strip club having fun.
And them be some of the best wings you gonna ever get in your life.
Blue Flame, can't get into it. But I'm telling you, that's just indicative of what Atlanta is now. And if you want something more akin to old Atlanta, go on and watch Married to Medicine or go on and watch Potomac. Because I tell you this, when Atlanta went off the air, I was like, damn, Married to Medicine feel old. Was that just me?
This is I agree with you, Trey. This is Atlanta, especially with those girls that age. Like that's what Porsha gonna be doing. It gives like that's gonna separate them from the other Housewives installments. Like this is Atlanta. This is what
it's a different energy.
Yeah, it felt authentic to Atlanta.
The Love and Hip Hop read is not the read that a lot of people think it is because it's not isolated to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It's Atlanta, y'all.
It's I guess they were referring to like the graphics because even still I don't get like
the presentation is different.
Yeah, I get what they're doing exactly. Yeah, I see what
the girls of what the girls are indicative of in Atlanta. The presentation. Y'all can wrap that up if you want to. All right. Anywho. So Shamea tells Porsha that Simon texts her wishing her good luck on the season. And she says, thanks, bro. Porsha says, first of all, that is not your bro. So let's just wrap that up now. Let's end that. And Shamea was like, okay, that's cool with me. Whatever you say.
Mm-hmm.
Porsha says that he's been a nightmare trying to talk to all of her friends and do stuff like that. And I can't stand when the ex do stuff like that. There are exes who do stuff like that. Shamea tells Porsha that Kelly asked about Simon, and Porsha says that Kelly must be trying to promote her chicken shack. Oh. Shamea says, but wait, there's more. Because the word on the street is that Drew has been hanging out with Porsha, including Drew's birthday, which Porsha obviously, I don't think she knew about that one for real, y'all. Because her
She
job was
said
on
she was
the floor.
invited though.
She
She
said
said
Dennis
Dennis invited her, and she didn't go. So when
She took her face off.
so when she said that, I was kind of confused. Like, okay,
Oh, she
did you know
did
or
do
did
that,
you not
y'all.
know?
Did man, this is finna now we're gonna be honest. I'm not gonna waste my time believing either set. I'm just gonna enjoy it because it's basically gonna be a lie off. Um, so we get to see the corner of Brit's house as she films in her closet with what Antonio calls her 6 bottles of perfume and her husband. I'm so tired of going down this road with people and they husbands.
Trade,
Cynthia
but okay.
Cynthia checks on Porsha, which was cute, and we get the beginning of Shamea's birthday party as Waffles enters. Waffles, aka Kelly, enters and told Porsha that she was talking shit. That's what Shamea told Waffles, that she told Porsha she was talking shit about my friend. And I told her. And Waffles was like, okay, that's fine with me. We meet Angela and her wig. And like and like
She
Stacy.
needed one of these. That's what she needed for that wig.
And still I rise. I'll be all right. Angela shares the same hairstylist as Drew, and I just said that explains it. Um, the heat is melting her glue, and her husband Charles lets her know you need to go fix that
Real quick.
ASAP because you're embarrassing me, that wig, and yourself on this camera. All right, you guys, before we get into Kenya's introduction, did you guys have any thoughts, Sammie, on the Shamea sit down and then the beginning of the party before Kenya enters?
I mean, I enjoyed Shamea and Porsha sitting down in the little strip club. I like what they were doing, but I was questioning like if Porsha didn't like say how she felt regarding to Kelly, would Shamea have said, "Hey, come early so we can talk about this"? Because I feel like that what she did there, she probably could have did that when she was actually in the conversation with Brit and Kelly. So it felt like she was kind of, I guess, trying to cover some steps because she knew that Porsha was going to come to that party, and she know how her girl get, and it wasn't going to be nothing nice about it. I think when I said earlier that they took their time and got it right, referring to like Cynthia, you have Cynthia, Kenya, and Porsha, then we have a host of new girls. They have like the perfect balance of giving us something that we're familiar with, and then trying to bring in the new girls with some new fun. I think Cynthia was the perfect touch if they were going to bring anybody back from like past seasons to kind of be a friend of and get in here and give us good TV. And y'all know I love Cynthia though, so that could just be a bias. But I Porsha and Shamea, it was cute and I enjoyed. I don't know. I'm here for Kelly. Kelly's energy is fun. She, Shamea told her Kelly probably was like, well, okay, well, good. She know because I was gonna ask her anyway again when she got here. So she got the heads up.
Jodi.
I did like the strip club scene, like you said, it's so Atlanta, and I was like, okay, this was different for the housewives, like, and you have the housewife that has wealth that's at the strip club, letting y'all know it's okay to come down here and have a kiki with your girl, a drink, eat your chicken wings, and have a good time. I enjoyed it. Um, I love Cynthia. I hated her wig, but I loved it.
Ooh,
I didn't know what was going.
Which one? The confessional wig, Jodi?
The confessional wig was okay compared to the first wig. But that first wig, I couldn't figure out where it began, where it ended. I didn't know what was going on. It just
Jodi, I don't think she could either. That's why she just took it and put it on.
Fuck it.
Let me show y'all what she did.
You got to turn around and see which one the front, which one the back. Cynthia just said shit here.
Just put it on. I gotta go.
Took it a little bit and slapped it on.
Cynthia wig was doing one of these. It was like I just knew at any minute Cynthia was gonna do like the grand dame that one episode when she was like, "Wait a minute, wait a
Oh,
minute."
oh, oh,
It
oh.
was it was giving me just.
She
I
should
was
have
so
followed Angela
upset.
to the bathroom.
She should have. And Angela, I'm gonna say this about Angela. I don't know you, but it's so far it seems like your whole identity is your husband, and I hope that the rest of the season is not. Because if I heard about Charles Oakley and Charles Oakley one more time, I was gonna lose my damn mind. And I love that you love your husband, I do, but who are you? What do you bring to the table besides this man?
She didn't love him enough to say, "Baby, we are going to a white party." That means don't put on this aquamarine T-shirt you got going on. Put on a white shirt.
My husband is Charles Oakley. He could wear what he wants to a white party.
Well,
Hello, did you
Listen,
not know?
I was gonna play a drinking game. I was gonna tweet it out on No Chaser TV socials. Every time she say her husband is Charles Oakley, take a drink. Cause we know, baby. Your name
We would
Angela
have been good
Oakley.
and drunk.
We know your husband name is Charles, baby. We know.
but they said what wasn't weren't they saying that one of the wives, the new wives, was like bored and not giving nothing, and everybody thought it was her.
It was her until
Okay,
it's
so
not.
I was expecting a very dull, like Deshaun personality. Even though she is
Yeah.
just speaking about her husband, I kind of think that she is going to have some type of.
She gonna sneak up on y'all. Y'all not gonna be ready for
I
her.
think that's what it's going to give. So I'm looking forward to seeing. I don't like this. I don't dislike any of them at the moment.
Listen,
It's still early.
that lady there.
Listen, Porsha talked about her last night on Watch What Happens Live.
Oh, what
So
did she say?
she said something along the lines. Basically,
She
she don't
said
get along with
no.
her.
She said that she's very sneaky and you have to watch her.
Mhm.
You're not gonna see that thing coming.
She said she's
Andy
very
compared
sneaky.
her to Sheree season 1, in like the early Sheree, and it makes sense.
I
Well,
can
Sheree was
see
throwing
it
shade first
because her
episode,
nose.
though. I don't know.
And what was going on with her nose? I kept looking at it in confession. It was look. It was like
It was like Michael Jackson.
it was.
Oh,
It was like it was like this. It was. It was just. And I was like, can she breathe? Because that's what I
oh.
want her to talk about. No shade. I want her to talk about that versus Charles Oakley. Yes, because if I heard Charles Oakley one more time, I was gonna lose my damn mind. I was like, I'm glad that you married to him. Y'all happy. Y'all seem to get along, but he's not current day LeBron. So all this Charles Oakley, let it go. Let it go.
Um, we got a comment I want to read from Facebook. Now we got over 16,000 Facebook followers. Thank you guys so much. We know that y'all have to get acclimated because y'all think right now it's just the blog, but baby, it was
Uh-huh.
the YouTube first, Diva, before it was the blog. But the people on the Facebook, Annette Jones says, "I love y'all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. This is my first time tuning in. Thank you so much." So, just quick origin: we started here as a YouTube channel last March, so March of 2024. Over the last few months, we really have been putting in work on our socials, on our TikTok, on our Instagram, on our Facebook. You guys have been showing us so much love. But the origin and the precipice of No Chaser TV is our reviews and our Wednesday happy hour hot topics tea show that we do. So this is the origin and the precipice of it all. And now we're bridging the gap, and we're just one big old family, one big old community, and we argue up and down. So we're being nice tonight, but it's not gonna always be this way. So be wary, beware. But this is the safe space for unsafe opinions. So you can have your opinion in your square or your little chat. Somebody may not agree with you. You got your stand on your stance, girl, and then keep it moving and come back next show. That's what we do, okay? Thank you so much, Annette. We really do appreciate the love. We love you right on back, okay? And we see you in the chat on Facebook. VW Sade giving it to the people. Thank you so much. And everybody, of course, on YouTube. X, Elon got hacked. We've been trying to go live on X all night, so we can't. But it is what it is. And we're going to keep doing what we do. All right, let's move on because, you know, that lady husband is Charles Oakley. And if you don't know, you better know by now.
And I ain't got one, so yeah.
I mean, when I get one, I'm gonna do the same thing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be like Yandy. Oh, I don't want to be like Yandy,
Who
but
don't
you
be
know,
like
Ooh,
that?
don't do that. Don't do
I
that.
just said, but you know how Yandy was in the camera like this. I'm be like that. I'm
Nasty
be
in it
like,
like this.
and I'm
Hello.
be texting my man from, you know,
Right.
texting a girl. Anyway,
Let me
Yandy knows
see
she a
that.
mess for that.
What she said? Let me see that.
We're gonna hold it to Wednesday, child, for happy hour. All right. Kenya enters the room. Kaboom! Kenya enters the room, and she arrives and she gives double kisses to Drew and to Cynthia. And then she is introduced to Kelly and Brit. She meets them. She says they both look cute. And then they go ahead and talk about who's all divorced, who's not divorced. Um, Brit says that this is her second wedding ring. And so Kenya asks, is this her second marriage? And Brit says, no, it's the first marriage. And, they have the back and forth about the first ring. And, Brit makes it clear that she met her husband selling insurance. I need to be an insurance agent. Selling insurance is how she met her husband. And, they make the little jokes about, good hands and fun neighbor and all that stuff. And so the ladies laugh and move on. The ladies all ask, where's Porsha? It's 6:15 and Porsha is doing her hair. And, having a good time, even though the party had started already. And she's all the way in Duluth and has to travel to Buckhead on whatever that day is during rush hour traffic in Atlanta. So from there, it is now 7, and Brit goes to speak to her husband and feels that Kenya was standoffish and says that she questioned her wedding ring. Brit says that she being Kenya needs to worry about her marriage or lack thereof. Kelly doesn't think that it was tension, but she does agree with Brit that it was a little nice, nasty. Very quickly, you guys. Well, not very quickly. Y'all go ahead and talk about it. Was it Sammie nice, nasty? What did you get from this interaction? Because I want to tell y'all this. Everything that we watch from this episode to about episode 6 is very important that you watch it, you remember it, and then you make up your mind. Go ahead.
I didn't get it being nice, nasty. Kenya, the girl said this is her second ring. So initially anyone would think, second marriage. So I don't think Kenya was being shady about it. Now, if anybody, you can point out shady, it probably could have came from Brit, because she was like, damn, 5 of you bitches getting divorced? And she started counting them out. So if anything, she could have been the shady one, but Kenya was genuinely asking, trying to get to know the girl. I didn't care for Kelly saying don't ask about a ring. You don't have one, and saying how that was shady and unnecessary, given that she's popping off with the questions about Porsha and Simon. So it's the same situation if you want to look at it that way. But it kind of feels like, I don't know if Brit is just that type of person where she's easily offended or easily, she feels like she's targeted easily. But it didn't give. We've seen Kenya do shade. We've seen Kenya do messy. This wasn't that. And I'm sure they're familiar with the show. So they probably should have known too that Kenya wasn't being nasty when she asked. She even told the girls, y'all look beautiful. And I don't know what they want. It's like they know it's the good old housewives handbook. When you get on there, you go for the one. So Porsha and Kenya, unfortunately, the ones that the girls got to snatch at. But I think Brit was a reach. She was a reach, and taking it back to her husband was just a reach. The girl didn't say anything shady. You told her it was your second wedding ring. She asked you, was this your second marriage? That was just like a common sense interaction to me, at least for me and Kenya.
Jodi?
I agree, because if you go back and watch it, when Kenya first came up and she, smooches to Drew and Cynthia, Brit was standing there as if she was expecting her to do the same to her or hug her, because she was like, and in the minute Kenya didn't do it, and you instantly had an attitude, and this lady don't even really know you. This is y'all introduction to each other. So you already had a problem from the get-go. And then as the scene goes on, you say something to her like, oh, you didn't give me a hug. I'm just like, girl, how old are you? You don't know this lady? And we all know if Kenya wanted to be shady, Kenya Moore can be shady. Mm-hmm. And she can throw shade with the best of them. So that lady wasn't trying to be shady. I thought the same thing that Kenya thought, because you had on a rock. You didn't have on the wedding band. So I would have assumed that it was just your engagement ring as well. But you was this is from my husband. Of my husband. And then the camera pans to her husband. And I'm like, that's her husband? Because when they first showed the husband, I assumed he was her assistant or somebody, y'all. That's who I thought he was.
I think everybody in America thought that when they showed him in that closet.
Yeah, when he was in that closet, I was like, oh, he's her assistant. But then later on, she was like, my husband, and having the talk with him, I was like, something in the water ain't clean over there. I'm sorry. It's not giving what she thinks it's giving. Now I can understand. Now I see why Angela be talking about Charles Oakley, because compared to them two, yeah, I'll be hollering out Charles Oakley too. But she wasn't shady at all. She was reaching. And I
if
can see why
if
it's
she was
starting
shady
comments.
at any moment, it was when Angela came back and she was like, I walked past you. Oh, that was you going to the bathroom? Yeah, I got bitches with bad wigs now, bravo. That's what we doing. If anything, that was her shady moment.
And you
But
was
Brit,
like,
Brit just wanted a reason.
Now, I'm
she
gonna say
did.
this.
She did.
I'm gonna say this. I hear y'all. I agree with y'all. I do agree with y'all. I don't think Kenya meant it to come out that way. But if you're A, looking for an issue with Kenya, and B, don't know her, you're gonna take it as shade. Do you get what I'm saying? Does
She
that
was.
make
That's
sense?
why I said she was
Like,
already
because the way
reaching.
she talks, she almost kind of talked to you like you're dumb a little bit. Like, girl, what you mean your second wedding ring? Well, which one is? You know what I mean? Girl, hold on, wait. Let me explain myself. It's my first time in front of the cameras. I don't know you. Okay. What I'm trying to say is this is the second ring removed from the first one when he gave me that when I met him down at the insurance agency office when he was applying for the assistant position that I hired him for my man to be.
When she was being a good neighbor,
And
or
how
more
Okay.
than a
and
good
that
neighbor.
was another thing that was confusing to me. She was offended about the rain comment, but not Kenya saying, "Oh well, hell, you was more than just a good neighbor." Like that, if
Right.
anything, that's
But
what you should.
I took that as jokes, but
It was
yes,
jokes,
it
but
was
it was joking.
offensive.
But I'm saying, if anything was going to offend you, you would think that it would
Yeah,
be
that would be the offensive
that would
part.
be the one.
Yeah,
And like you said, when they mentioned, damn, all you bitches getting a divorce. Yeah, that was
let me just say
definitely a
this.
shady one.
Love Kelly down. Brit, I don't know, and it's not because of her issue with Kenya that we know that it's coming. It's just that we haven't gotten enough to warm up to Brit. But the little bit that we got of Kelly was more energetic and just more charismatic than what we got from Brit, right? For me at least. It feels like they came in saying we're gonna have an issue with the OGs, with the big dogs. Because that was supposed to be Porsha and Kenya's season. So how do you make your impact? You come for the
Right.
big dog, the big dog. You know what I mean? And
Hey.
that's what that's what you're supposed to do. And so that's what they did. But what one feels more fun, the other one just feels a little bit more sad. Just to me, I don't know.
Even her confessional
I
look
wanted to
was
say that it was
sad.
based on everything that we knew out in the blogs prior to, but it just seems like that's kind of like their personality. Like Brit gives me, she knows she's pretty, very conceited. She can get what she wants, so she doesn't know how to play well with other pretty girls that can also get what they want. She seems like an attention. Hell, yeah, she seems like she loves attention. Given that she's been searching for it since high school, I think I can stand firmly on that.
Right. Yeah, because even her confessional look was underwhelming. I was like, is this a jeans dress? What is this? I wasn't here for it.
I like it, but I
I
get
was not
it.
here for
I
Now
get
that's
it.
the love and hip hop they was talking about.
Yeah,
That's the love and hip hop.
but y'all know I love that kind of, hi, child. I like some little,
I
a little
mean,
moment.
I,
But I
I
get
love
it. I get it.
I love a good look. I love being
I
comfortable,
get it.
all of that. But
It
when you see
wasn't.
all the rest of the girls and you
Yeah,
see hers, you
it failed in
like,
comparison.
And we're gonna
it
be honest. I
definitely was
don't think
love
I
and hip hop.
cared. I don't think I cared for any of the confessional looks last night.
Cause
I'm
what
with you on that.
in the prom updo 98
Portia
shitting
had
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
yeah, Portia's hair
Oh,
was the
Only thing I
worst.
can
I
say
did
was I
not
I'm
liked
like
the
like,
it.
necklace. But I didn't. Cynthia looked. Then Brit had that long
Who had
red.
a good
I didn't know.
confessional?
I did not like that red with
Portia's
that
red.
Onika
Portia's
bang.
red with the black hair. That was cute. But
Y'all gonna think this
Yeah, that I
crazy.
like.
I'm gonna give best confessional so far to Kelly.
for which one? Not that long
It
mother of
was
the
a nice
bride.
No,
the pink
the
dress.
pink.
I
The
Yeah, I
liked
pink.
it.
hated it.
I liked it.
It was just. It's like she was
It
just
was safe.
drowned in it. It was not to me.
Oh, well, that's not
I
how
don't
I
think
If
she
feel
was
I'm gonna give
now.
it
drowning
to
in it
anybody,
because
it's gonna be Portia in that red ensemble thing she
I
had.
love
That
that
was
red.
like
I lived
that
for
fit
that.
right.
Portia
It
in the
gave me that.
red.
It gave me Shark Tales, that fish that had the
Oh, Portia in
Angelina
the red.
Jolie one with the
If
red.
anybody got to get this
It
Portia.
gave me that.
Portia in the red is that's old school housewives.
But
That
it
look.
looked good on her. I
No,
liked it.
but I'm not saying like it's an old look, but it's just like that's traditional classic housewives.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're done almost. We're gonna open the phone lines. I want to hear from y'all. It's been a while. Last week was our 1 year anniversary. Y'all showed up and did y'all big one. Did y'all like the content? We're gonna have the interviews dropping soon with Mia, Jazzy, Jacqueline, and Candace in full. But the girls really latched on to that Candace interview, and I was reading the comments. They was trying to make it like Candace said that she had an issue with Wendy, and that lady said nothing about Wendy,
And
and
did
she
you see the
proved it
picture with
by
them today?
What I
yeah, they
said,
just
she
take the
said her
picture.
Wendy was her girl. She was like Karen and Wendy
She
were my
said,
two.
and they were like, she don't really like Wendy like that. Like, go read the comments. I'm like, well, She didn't say that.
They better leave Jazzy alone. Don't say nothing about Jazzy in them comments.
Baby, don't say nothing about Jazzy, because let me tell you something about Jazzy.
She gonna read
Jazzy
the
can
girl?
read. Jazzy can read.
I like Jazz. I hope Jazzy comes back.
I want her to
No,
come back too.
I think she's one of the ones that's not coming back.
Well, they said that was fake. She posted
No,
that.
that
that's
is
fake.
fake.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
fake. The announcements over the weekend from Mia and Jasmine were fake from a website from an account that is traditionally known to push out fake news. But what I
I'm gonna
will
get their
say
ass
is,
shut down. They do it again. They had me on
I
that
want them out
sad.
now because they did the one about Karen and it was like that was fake. I will say this about Jazzy without saying too much. I want her to come back if she want to come back.
Okay. That's fair.
That's fair. But I really want her to come back. Like, I really think there's a place for her on that show. Alrighty. So, Shamea goes to unveil her surprise, which is a Cullinan Rolls Royce that has everyone in awe and in gad and in glamour. And it gave season 1, episode 1. Thank you, Big Papa. I said, yes, the girls are back. The girls are back. We buying cars. We getting gifted cars. I want it. No, I do. Remember that? Kim
Listen.
said, I want it, Big Papa. I do. On her Blackberry Pearl. What you were
Damn,
saying,
it's
Jody?
been on for a long time. No, I'm
Yeah.
laughing. I said, damn, you just made me realize the show has been on for a long
Listen, I was watching
time.
that show down to the thing at 80. I used to work at ADT, and everybody was talking about the Housewives back in the day at ADT.
No,
Okay,
seriously, that was the
for
show.
real, like the show. Okay. Anyway, she gets her Cullinan. Porsha arrives at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. Now, remember when I said all the girls were saying, "Where's Porsha? Where's Porsha?" You can audibly hear in the background Kelly and Brit at 6:15 saying, "Now that ain't right. Why she's late? Who she thinks she is? She gonna get here before the people get here?
And who
She gonna get here after
chimed
the
in
people
and was
get
in
here?
agreement with him too?
Who?
Who chimed in and was in agreement with him too?
Kenya Moore.
No.
Who?
The party girl, the birthday
Oh,
girl.
Shamea was in agreement.
Uh-huh.
You're right. Shamea was in agreement. And that's interesting that you say that because as she's, getting her, Shamea is, listen, if it was any Real Housewife I would want to be friends with on this cast, it'd be Shamea because Shamea's, it's some stars in the car. It's some stars in the car. Like just
No, it's when
overexcited,
she was in front of the car and she was.
twerking. Like that's my kind of girl.
And you know what?
And I
All
love
that
that
would
she
get on my
just herself.
nerves.
For real, I was living for it. I felt like we get to see her being authentic.
She's just so rambunctious. It seems
She
like
a lot.
sometimes, like it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be like, all right, girl, sit down, shut up, enough.
What Monique said about Candace when she first met her, you might have to slap her. She slap her back. Or something like that.
It'll be limited time fun for me. And
Okay, all right.
I'm grabbing my bag. All right, I'm going home.
All right, I'm going home, girl, because I want to fall out with you. People do have friends like that. You be like, all right, girl, let me go on because I know you finna get turned up. I'm gonna fall out with you a little bit. So let me go on.
And maybe that's why I'm gagging for her because I am her. Like at any given moment, I'm going.
Listen, Jody, next time. I don't know if you have it because I can't see. But if you want to, you can put your social media in your handle so people can follow you and all of those things. And they support you, they follow you, they love you.
They're gonna be watching my stories.
But your stories, like, Jody have a ball, baby, on the weekend. Okay, I'd be like, ooh.
They're gonna be like, ooh,
Jody
and then they're gonna see me back in mommy mode. They're gonna be like, damn, she was just with the kids, and then next thing you know, you.
That's what a mother does. And let me tell you something. The way that you are finding and navigating or have or whatever, I don't want to speak to things that I don't really know to, but what I see, the way that you have that balance is just admirable. And I'm telling you, I love Jody down. That's why I said, I asked her like this, and she said, yes, just like that. And I love that.
Thank you. Because listen, the thing that all mothers need to need to understand is you can't take care of them if you can't take care of you. So make sure you good. You got to create healthy boundaries. You got to be able to have your fun and do your shit with them. So
she don't play by her children. What my children at? Because her children, my children. What my children at?
They hear so well. I said, don't come on.
Okay, I'm finna send you back to him. We almost done. All right. All right. And she puts on the Jamaican pots and ting. Okay. Did I say it right? Did I do it right?
We're gonna work on it.
I didn't want to answer because but I'm glad she told the truth. I'm glad you were honest.
We can work on it. We're gonna work on it.
Y'all don't have to do me like my wig was lifting up like Angela Oakley.
What he say? Go. And he said, go fix it. She needed one of these.
I'm gonna fix it. Oh, Angela
Sam, listen, but like Sammie said, it made sense because her and Drew
Go to the
Go to the
same
same
style.
But that's how
stylist.
you know that Porsha dead ass. She's serious about you. Because what happened to Go Naked? She don't model for you no
She
more, Porsha.
she said
Drew
no.
said, "I'm gonna
Portia
show
said
you.
no.
I'm gonna show you. Go
Because
And
what
I
take
good
it
is me
all
giving
back."
you the hair if you still gonna go to the bitch fucking it up? I don't understand what good is the hair.
because I don't know. Listen, I don't know who does Portia's hair, but I love her hair. It made
Oh,
me
I
want to
know
buy some
Portia's
Go Naked
hairstylist
hair.
and Portia's hairstylist, baby. Swag, hey Swag. Swag does it, baby. Do you hear me?
I need the book and I need to buy some
Swag
Go
is
Naked
that
hair.
bitch. Swag is and so sweet. Anyway, okay. So there's some stars in the car as Portia walks up at 8:05 hours after the party started. Brit and Kelly, you can hear audibly on their microphone saying, "Not during her moment. I know she lying." And then Kelly, very visibly and audibly gets in her confessional and says, "If you my best friend and it's my moment, you are not to interrupt. You are to act like you've been here when you've not been here the whole
See in the
time
back.
and play it off." Now um, play it off. Shamea says, "To the left, to the left."
Get. Oh, I was shocked when she did that. I was like, oh, okay,
So
Shamir.
I guess Shamea agrees, Jodi. Now Portia says traffic was insane as she was at the house at 6:15 after the party started going like this. And I doing my edges. So that's why she was late. She later clarified that she was in Duluth and had to travel from Duluth to the city, which is a trek. She's not lying about the trek, but there's some other things in question about it. Britt asks Kenya, Britt asks Kenya for a hug, and Kenya says, "I hug my friends, Cynthia." So that's
My
why
best
she got a
friend.
hug. My best
My
friend.
best friend.
Yes. Kenya pulls Britt and Kelly to the side, and Britt thinks she's going to talk to her about that hug, and she says, "So
Got
Kelly,"
it together.
because I'm not thinking about you. So Kelly, what was it that you were saying about Portia? Because it's going around the street. Cynthia told me, "What's the tea?" Kelly says, I basically want to know why she stole that lady husband. Kenya is gagged, and as she gets that tea, Portia walks right on up. Portia introduces herself to the new girls. Well, she introduces herself to Britt. She wans with Kenya, and then she's polite with or cordial with Kelly, who she may or may not already know based off of what she's already heard. So as they sit down, uh, Kelly point blank in the period says, I basically was asking people, did you steal that lady's husband? And Portia said, well, damn, that's an interesting way to meet. Hey, how are you? Whatever happened to customer service? Like what? Like what in the world are you like? What is this? How we're doing it? And so, Britt tries to chime in and says, Kelly means well. She was just trying to address the elephant in the room. And Portia's like, hey baby, just say it because I don't even kill them all. Which I thought was hilarious. That if I've never seen an OG son some newbies, that was an OG son of some baby, I don't even count them all. And I asked you to tell me, and I just decided I'll count them all. All right, from there, the ladies go ahead and move into another fabulous area of Shamea's big ass house on the elevator. And Shamea says that she did not get an invite to Drew's birthday. And then Portia says, well, I did, comma, by Dennis, period. Drew says it was a surprise birthday party. She then says that she sent her assistant everyone's phone numbers, but he didn't invite anyone. And then the ladies say, but Dennis, comma, period. And then Shamea asks, point blank, and the period, comma, are you dating Dennis or not, Drew? Like, what's going on? Give us the tea. That's the end of the episode. Jodi, tell me what you think. Sammie, tell me what you think. And then we're going to open the phone lines if you want to talk, and then I'll tell you guys what I think. Go ahead, Jodi.
Shamia got straight to it because we all wondering at this point, what are you doing with Dennis, your angel? And didn't she refer to him as her angel?
She did it again.
You're my angel.
Angel.
But that's not saying because we won't be monetized. That's not saying.
Oh, yeah. And I was just like, she's actually doubling down on what she told Kenya. Like she's really serious about this, whatever with her and Dennis. And I'm like, either she's dumb or this is her planned storyline because ain't no way in hell you think this is okay. Because even when you say it out loud, I gave my assistant the information, but it seems like Dennis was the only one there. And it's like, what is going on? Because, like you said, around the pool, you ain't really dating. You trying to wait for the ink to dry on your divorce. You want that to be done. So what are we doing? So I'm ready for next week's episode because I want to know how Drew's gonna get her foot out her mouth, and I want to see how Porsha really reacts to this because, in a sense, I felt like, okay, it's your baby daddy. You have every right to feel how you feel, but Porsha, you did just take somebody's man and married him that y'all was all in the same group. So it's almost like the pot calling the kettle black, ain't it how they said? So
Yep.
I kind of felt like I can't have sympathy for you either on this situation, Porsha, because if you had it your way, you would be on Housewives right now with Simon, not getting a divorce from Simon, and everybody would constantly be coming at you about you and this man and how you got with this man and the fact that he was with Fallon and all of that. So I don't really feel bad for you, Porsha. You gotta be put your big girl panties on. You made your bed, you gotta lay in it. But I do want to see how Drew gonna react to this because two things can be right at the same time. Porsha, you was wrong for your situation, and Drew is wrong for it as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. Two things can be right at the same time, but it always seems like with Drew, everything's just wrong.
It just be damn wrong. I don't
Everything
know.
is wrong.
Ugh.
There's no way that you could be dealing with that man and not know what the optics are going to give, and not that you're just surprised about it. And everybody's questioning in regards to like, are you dealing with him or not? Um, I will say this probably was the best part of it. I loved Kenya taking them girls over there, and just like Chase said, Brit thought she was going to get her moment, thought she was going to have a conversation with Kenya about their introduction, but Kenya flipped it right on to what's important. We know what the season finna be about. So Kelly, I enjoyed that. Portia's son, the girl, she came in. They introduced herself. She started talking to him. Portia told her, actually, I don't even want to talk to you no more. I hollered because I mean, give us housewives. Yes, make the
Yeah.
good TV. But Kelly stood on it. I'm gagging her saying, well, are you not gonna answer though? Like, I know you don't want to talk to me, but you're still not gonna give me the answer. So she was pushing for it. But them girls, I think they have a very, very good group of girls. I think the only thing that's disappointing me so far is knowing that Kenya's time with him won't be long, and that she's got no confessionals. I hope that she gets one when that episode happens, like so we can get her point of view of everything. But overall, like it was a good little introductory to the girls. They gave us enough. I want to see some more from Angela to kind of get a vibe on who she is and what she's going to give. But even though Brit, I'm probably not going to like about the end of it all right now. She's in good with them. They got a good group over there in Atlanta now.
All right, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm dropping the link now. So for those of you who are new here, the link once it populates in the group chat, which is what I call the chat section, as you'll see, I'm going to have Demisio place the link on the. Okay, there we go. Place the link as the comment so that way you guys can copy and paste it. You'll copy and paste the link. You'll go ahead and give us your thoughts. When you call in, we'll let you go ahead most of the times uninterrupted, unless you're up here talking some bullshit. But most of the times uninterrupted. Give your thoughts on the episode. Give your thoughts on what you think. While we're waiting on that to happen, because it is my fault that I did it late, I'm going to go ahead and let our producer, who is Demisio, come up, who's been running the comments. Demisio had other things going on today, and he still showed up. Oh, but before Demisio, I'm sorry. We got a caller before I thought that we were going to get one. So we got callers. So Demisio will give his thoughts after the callers. Then I'll give my thoughts, and we'll be done for the evening, okay? All right, caller. Hey.
Hi guys, good
Hey,
Hey,
Katie.
morning. And Jody, big up yourself.
oh,
Wagwan
there
goody.
you go, Chase.
I tried, Katie, and they told me no.
We gotta work on
We're going to work on it.
it. um, okay, so my overall thought is I think it was a good intro. I think everyone was being very hard on the ladies. I think it's a good intro for the mixture of the OGs and the new girls. I would say out of all the new girls so far, like majority of y'all said, Kelly is the favorite so far. I do think Drew is still lying. Nothing is adding up. Nothing's adding up with Drew. Kenya, I want her around still, but we all know what happens. But I think with the ring situation and the whole like Shamea party, Brit was looking for attention from Kenya, but Kenya is wrong in, the follow parts that we've been seeing all over online. But I will say this, with anyone who says my second ring, anyone would assume second marriage. I think
Right.
saying upgrade after the fact made much more sense. Like, this is an upgraded ring, or like not seeing a wedding band, blah blah blah. I just think Britt was looking for Kenya's attention and a moment with her the whole night. Shamea, I'm mad that Porsha was hiding her from the world this whole time, because she should have been a peach holder a long time ago. And I don't want to take too long, but I'm trying to get it all in. I do like what we see of Shamea so far. She's given. She does talk a lot, but I can't say that because I talk a lot. And I also don't think the only child thing adds up with Porsha, because I'm an only child. I know a lot of only children. And I just think Porsha wants what she sees others around her have, but she doesn't necessarily know how to get it the proper way. I think she saw her bestie and her sister having a baby. She wanted the same things, a good marriage, etc. Because she did mention that Shamea's husband told her, warned her, she saw some red flags, but still went and rushed. She could have waited and not married Simon right away and still be dating him, blase, blase. But I think Portia just wanted it all and didn't care and just wanted to brag about it. She was traveling the world and doing all of that with Simon. So before they got married, so she should have known. And then Cynthia's wig, the part that y'all was talking about, that had me dying, because the whole time I was like, take it off. It looks crazy. And let's see who else. Angela, I don't know why she sided with Drew. Wrong road already. Stupid move. And being thirsty over a man is always a double wrong move, but whatever. And who else is left? I think that's it for now. But overall, I thought it was a good intro to the new girls and the OGs. I thought it was a nice, warm little welcome.
All right, Katie, I do definitely appreciate you supporting us like you do. Katie's an A1 day one, okay? And I really do appreciate
Love
you.
you
Thank you so much.
down.
Love you down. Thank you. All right, you guys. Speaking of A1s, day ones, if you guys don't know a little bit of my story, my origin, me and Sammie also contribute to The Lean, which is where we started on YouTube, and an OG from The Lean, an OG on the YouTube streets, a legend, and who requires the respect that she deserves, and I'm giving her, has finally graced No Chaser TV with her presence. Production, please bring me Cocktails of Love of Lisa. I am so, like, I am honored. You hear me? Lisa, can I
Hey
tell you something before you
hey
start?
baby, I'm finally on here,
Thank you.
baby.
Thank
Yes,
you.
it's nice to meet you, Jessica. Is that saying your name
Jodi.
right?
Jody.
Jody.
Uh,
Jody. I'm sorry,
It's me.
child.
I'm Jessica. I'm
I'm
in
sorry. I am so
here.
sorry, baby. I am so
No, it's
Jody.
fine. It's
It's nice
fine.
to meet you, girl. What's up, my boy Sammy?
Hey,
What's up,
Lisa.
baby? Yes, honey. Let's get started, honey. I'm
get
gonna
to
tell
it.
y'all something. Y'all need to get her back up off my George Juice. Yeah, she be lying, but I like her. And yeah, she be lying. She be stretching just a little bit. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't believe nothing going down between her and Dennis. I believe it's all about music, because I tell people this all the time. When you hit rock bottom, and I have heard in the streets in Atlanta that her and Ralph's divorce got real bad.
Mm.
And so when you go through a real bad breakup, a divorce like that, you do not want to get out of bed. And it's after you want to put the covers on your head, even though you got kids. And you do it. And like I said, I don't believe nothing like that going on between them. And he probably just somebody she can just sex her to. That's how I think. I don't think that's how I believe. I don't think nothing going down. I don't think nothing going down. Portia ain't, I don't know, girl, please, ain't nobody said about Portia no more. She can go in there, sit down somewhere, baby. I don't know why they brought you back, okay? Because you want to talk about you and Simon. You already knew what time it was. You thought you was gonna be the eighth room coon with the big house like your sister, like Shamea did, and you didn't get none of that, baby. He lied to you, okay? Did you not? You should know. Y'all be telling y'all need to watch Cheryl World, baby doll, okay? Because the frauds and everything else came up before. Why you be even mad with him? But you weren't trying to listen. Shamir's husband was telling you, don't marry him. But you started to do it anyway because you thought you getting what's who said after my she I believe who said somebody I forget what housewife say you thought you was getting gold but you got food gold.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it is, baby. Okay? So go sit down somewhere. I don't want to hear from you. Go sit down somewhere because I am totally over you. Wash that bridge and we is over you, child. Go sit down somewhere. And then and plus you come your girl best friend birthday late. Oh hell no. That's right. To the left, always to the left. I was so glad when Shamil did that. Like I like, girl, yes, honey. Yes, get her together. Okay. And yes, and I'm loving Kelly. Y'all know Kelly used to be on Bold and Bougie on WeTV.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna check. I reviewed it, but you right. You right.
Was she a cast member or was she a guest?
She was a cast member. And she talked about her restaurant and she was on there too.
Oh, maybe
She
she
was
did.
on
Okay.
there and
All
I
right.
believe I believe Bold and Bougie got counsel, if I'm not too sure.
Mm.
But you know what I'm saying? But I like her on there too. But I'm liking Kelly, baby. Kelly said, girl, why you still that girl man? I'm liking Kelly. Yes, baby. Let's get down to the situation, baby. Let's get down. I want to hear the tea. I don't know why my and they did say this year they cut all out of Kenya's scenes out. Cause she said she had more scenes to do. She was on more scenes they had followed, but they cut her
They
out
cut
a
her out a
lot
lot.
of it.
They did. That's true.
Yeah,
They did.
and that's wrong for me. Okay, if you're gonna have her on the screen, let her do her thing until she get fired. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and that's what I'm talking about. So, other than that, I'm liking Shamir, like I said. I don't know why she never had no peach before. But you could have gave her a peach instead of getting Porsche a peach. Okay, Porsche need to go sit down somewhere.
You gonna start some mess,
Okay, babe.
Lisa?
I'm liking the big house. I'm liking the big house, baby. I'm liking the family. I'm liking everything about her. Baby, she was twerking on that damn she was twerking on the World Wars, baby. That's how you supposed to do it. You supposed to twerk on the World Wars, baby, huh? That's how we do it, baby. Okay, but I'm loving I'm like I said, this season, I'm loving I don't know, but Brittany and Angel seem like they are thirsty. They are dehydrated. You got to come in like Kelly, baby. You got to bring some more to the eat. But I do know next week, Portia gonna come at Drew because they're not already showed it,
They showed the scene.
Mhm.
and I don't like it. I'm like you know I don't like it. You
Okay.
call her bitch. Hold up. And did you do the same thing, baby? Did you do the
Oh,
same thing?
Lisa, now you trying to clock T a week early now. We got to have you clock that T next Monday.
Baby, hun, I don't like that child, but but it was a good start. I like it for the first episode. But I want to see more about the new girl. But they seem like I said, the other two seem like they get dehydrated. They want some attention. Okay. Other than that, it was good. I love you. I
I
love
love
you.
you too.
Hey
Thank you.
Chase. Hey Chase.
Yes,
Chase, do
yes.
you live in Atlanta? Do you live in Atlanta?
No longer, but I'm there. What's the T?
I said, no, I live in Atlanta. That's what I was asking you.
We should go to Nana's when I
Lisa, you
come.
need to
I'm gonna be
go down to
visiting
Nana's and
soon.
tell us what's going on.
We're gonna go to Kelly
I,
restaurant. Okay, when I get back.
okay, dog. Just give me a
Okay.
call. Okay.
I
Okay,
will.
dog.
Thank you
Bye
so
bye.
much.
Love
Thank
y'all.
you.
Love
Love
you
you too.
too.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, production. We got another call and we out. I know y'all see me getting emotional, but it just means a lot to me that she called it. This is the first time the channel's been on for a year. We've been on the lean now, going on almost 5 years, Sammy. And she calls in every week to the lean, and this is the first time she called to my separate venture from the lean. So it just hits a little different. So I'm sorry if I'm a little emotional. Thank you, Lisa. The rest of the callers, I'm sorry, Lisa took up y'all time. You got 30 seconds, and I love y'all down. So it's no tea, no shade. And don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at her. I'm sorry. Be mad at me.
Oh,
All right. Because Jody got to go and Sammy got to go. So we got to go. All right. All right. Come on. Bring me the next caller. Thank you, Demetria.
She like,
I'm here already.
Oh,
Am I
I know
here
Latasha
already?
wasn't going for it. Latasha,
Okay, so 30
Latasha,
seconds.
I'm gonna give you extra though. Okay. If you come in on Wednesday, I'm gonna give you extra. All right.
Okay.
Are you
No,
coming to
real
Married to
quick, because
Medicine or are you coming to Happy Hour? Which one?
what time is happy hour? I
Happy
always
Hour is
seem to
gonna be
miss
at
that.
6:30 on Wednesday.
6:30. Okay, I will be here.
Whenever you
I'm
get
gonna
here,
put it in
whenever
my
you come, the
phone.
next time you come, I got you on the back end. Okay, I promise. All right.
All right. So
All right.
real quick, because I don't know these people, so I don't know what to say about
Oh,
them.
Latasha, here you go.
I am mad that they're pushing Kenya in the background. I don't like that at
Yes.
all. But it is what it is. I feel like they put in all this extra stuff, probably to cut her parts out. So they gave us a little extra of other people. I guess we'll see what happens. I think Kelly needs to keep asking that question until she gets an answer. Are we ever going to get an answer? Probably not, but I hope she keeps asking it. Um, yeah, we'll see about everybody else. I love Shamea. I like her. I've always liked her, but I don't like that she seemed to put herself in second position to Kenya, or not Kenya, to
Porsha.
what's the other girl? I'm so tired of her.
Porsha.
Yes, sick of her already. Um, but we'll see. We'll see what happens because it seems as though as it goes on, she's gonna be more on her own and independent as far as that goes. So we'll see where that goes. Drew, they're never gonna make me hate her, but God, I wish she would stop lying. Just one episode. I just need you to tell the truth, and but I still love her. Whatever. So we'll see where the rest goes and how the others do, and then that's it. And oh God, and then Porsche or the other one's coming back.
Baby.
Yeah.
Phaedra.
Mm.
Freaking frat.
So
Freaking frat.
no,
I know
Freaking
no.
fraud.
Latasha mad at me. A freaking fraud. Me and
Um,
Latasha, and I got you. Okay, you hear me when I say I got you. I got you. All right.
all right. I
All
will
right.
talk to
Thank
y'all
you.
later. Have a good
Thank
night.
you. You too. Thank you, Latasha. All right, love. We got one more caller. Bring up the last one, please. Hey, caller.
Hi, guys. Hi,
Hi.
Sammie. Hi, Josie. It's Esther from
Hi.
London.
Oh,
Okay, who
Ooh,
is
Esther
from
this?
from London.
London.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
it.
Yes,
Thank you. How you
yes.
doing, girlfriend?
I'm fine. It's like 12:30 here, but I saw that you were online. I thought let me quickly come and say my
Thank you so much. We
comments.
Much
appreciate you.
love.
I really enjoyed the episode. It was given a bit of love and hip hop slash basketball wives, like in terms of like how it was done, but I did enjoy it. I would say for the American ladies out there, let this be a cautionary tale. Porsha dating Nigerian men. Okay. I'm not saying Nigerian men are, but I'm Nigerian, so I know what I'm talking about. When a Nigerian man does not like you anymore or wants you to suffer, you will not know the type of wickedness and that is what and that is what Porsche is currently experiencing. But she brought it on herself. I really, really like Shamea. I thought it was very tacky what Porsha did, coming late to her party and then like kind of stealing her moment. I don't think she's been malicious with it, but I feel she has like main character syndrome that if someone has something that she doesn't have, she like upstages them or tries to upstage them. And I feel like maybe that's what is going to be explored this season. But I think all the ladies look beautiful. I definitely think they've disrespected Kenya somewhat. But Kenya has done some terrible things, so maybe this is her karma. But I feel that she should have at least had a green screen and had a confessional. But yeah, that's all I've got so far. But I'm liking the season so far. It was a breath of fresh air seeing the newbies. So it'll be interesting to see the rest of the season.
All right, Esther. Thank you so much. I know it's late where you're at. We appreciate
Yes.
you.
No worries.
Thank
Across
you.
the
Bye.
pond. We love it. Have a good night.
Thank you. Demisio, I hate to do it, but faculty and staff get cut first. Come on up here, give me your 30 seconds, Diva. Come on, give me 30.
All right. Hey y'all.
25, 24.
Sammy girl,
Stop. Go ahead.
bye.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so I want to say I did like the premiere as well. I definitely got more than what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting a lot, but it actually gave more than what I was expecting. The new girls came in hot, which I did like that. I do agree when y'all say it's a good kind of mixture of kind of old and new with Cynthia, Porsha, Kenya, for the little moment that we're gonna have her. And then with the new girls, I think Kelly did come in asking all the right questions. I don't know why people is afraid to speak up in front of Porsha face, but they all have talked about it behind her back. I really don't get that. And as a newbie, you know, she's doing her job, coming in, kind of stirring the pot a little bit, getting into the mix, you know. So I didn't mind that at all. I definitely think Porsha is kind of full of it because, yeah, Drew be lying. And she probably is lying about this and can't get a story straight. But if she was perfectly okay dating Simon and parading him around in Dennis' face when she had her little show and making it seem like Dennis wasn't moving on, how is Drew doing what she doing any different than what she did with Fallon's husband? It's just a little bit hypocritical to me, and it's just funny that Drew can be cross-examined by the people, but can't nobody question Porsha about stealing somebody else's man. Like, please, the hypocrisy of it.
You got a point.
Wow.
And then when it comes to the Kenya and Brit of it all, I just personally feel like when people come into a group with a problem with somebody, immediately it just gives that they looking for camera time. And it's just like, girl, Brit, relax. Make friends first. Like, trust and believe. If Kenya wanted to be shady and messy, she would have definitely done that and wouldn't have felt bad about it. It's just like you said, you own your second ring. So like y'all have already mentioned earlier, anybody would have thought that that's like a second marriage. Like, it's a common sense thing. So I definitely think she definitely overdid it with the whole ring thing and like the hug and all of that. It's just given she was looking for a moment. And then like y'all said, just her demeanor and all of that. Like, she didn't come off friendly and welcoming like Kelly did to me. And I guess I have to see, like you said, Chase, when the episode's gone to air out about Angela. She's okay. It wasn't really a lot of her last night, so I can't really just formulate a good opinion about her. So, and Porsha doing all that at Shamea party, girl, like Kelly said, you were supposed to come in the back and make it seem like you was already here, even if you wasn't here. Like, you weren't supposed to walk up to the car and do all that. Like, that's just, no. That's a common etiquette to do at a party that you're hours late to, by the way. But yeah, that's it.
All
Baby,
right,
they have the 30 seconds.
Girl, bye.
Sammy,
look at Sammy wanting a moment from me on camera time. You won't get it from me, girl.
Baby, you can
Okay,
give me
Kenya.
nothing.
All right,
but a
Kenya
headache.
and Brit, calm down. Calm down.
I love Sammy. That's my baby. I love
Sammy. All right, y'all. Okay, we gotta go. Thank you so much to BCO. But before we go, I do want to say that normally I'm the type of person, I don't be thinking about things as my moment. Like, any moment that I have that people will look at me and say, this is Chase's moment. I personally never have really thought of any moment that I've had that was my moment as my moment. So because I don't come and think of it like that, I probably wouldn't have clocked that Porsha was out of bounds. Now, what I will say is on camera is different. So on camera, when there is something specifically designated solely for me, these 10, 15 minutes, and you waltz on up and you do your big one in the middle of me getting my big one, you may need to rethink that, because even though I'm not thinking of that, you should probably be mindful that this is not about you. And when we see the history that Porsha has, it's not looking well in her favor. I do think, though, that while Shamea agrees with the girls, and probably Shamea's been dealing with her whole life. They've been knowing each other since, she taught her how to shave her coochie. She's been dealing with it her whole life. But it sometimes takes people on the outside looking and they be like, girl, why is she pulling up on you at this moment? It doesn't help that Brit and Kelly are doing that at this time. So good luck, because that friendship is already given a wash and a wrap for whatever the reason. It's everybody chiming in on the outside, plus what you've been dealing with for years, dealing with her being like that, plus her being how she is just not a good recipe for longevity on reality television.
Not to mention the new girls probably want to. Not to mention the new girls probably want to have a closer bond with Shamea. So some girls come in and try to replace the friends. So,
but I also think
Porsha did herself a disservice telling us their production told her don't go over there and interrupt Shamea. She did
they told you please don't go over there while we filming this, and she said, "Oh, girl, she think about that." So that means you purposely went over there and you knew that it was a moment because they told you this is a moment and you ruined it. catch. I'm so glad you brought it up, Sammie, because I didn't want to look like no Porsha bash, but Porsha did as wrong.
You know, I ain't never been
Yeah,
pom
she
poms
did
for
say that.
Porsha, so hey.
I know you haven't. But also, when it comes to Porsha and Drew, it's a lie off, a stealing man off, a being inappropriate off.
I take your man.
Right, everything that I don't live for. So as far as I'm concerned, the people that you'll see coming in on the upcoming weeks will have the opinion. I don't have an opinion because I don't want to say I don't care because I care about everything that happens on this show. But you know, it's like pot, meat, kettle. Demetria had a good point. Everybody can question Drew. Nobody can question Porsha. All of it's in question. All of them need to go be a throuple, couple, whatever it is, and go on somewhere. Other than that, lastly, I wanted to get out Kenya, as far as I'm concerned, Brit looking wanted with Kenya. That's where I'm at right now with it. And if something change over the next couple of weeks, it'll change. But as of this first episode, I feel like Brit wants it with Kenya just as much as I feel like Kelly wanted it with Porsha. And that's what I feel. And ain't nobody gonna change it as of now. I want to thank everybody in the chat over and watching on Facebook. Thank y'all so much. We call out names, and I know that y'all are new to this over on Facebook. So I'm not going to call your names out because I don't know how y'all feel about it. But we do call out names before we go. So on Facebook, thank you to Love, Love, Love. Excuse me, on YouTube, thank you to Love, Love, Love. Thank you, Antonio. Hey, Antonio. Thank you, Art World, Sierra Content, Sean, Kadian, Dolce Delicious for the super chat. Thank you to our callers. Lovable Lisa. Thank you, Latasha Collins. Thank you. We had we had somebody else.
Katie.
Katie and who else? Esther from UK.
Yeah.
Annette Jones. I'm gonna just say Annette Jones from Facebook. Thank you. Annette Jones. Porsha is miserable and unhappy with her life right now. You can see it all over her face. And she did it to herself. All right. Well, as we leave, thank you so much for tuning in wherever you're tuning in. X, unfortunately, we couldn't get it going tonight because Elon got hacked. I don't know what the tea is about that. But YouTube and Facebook, and if you're listening on the No Chaser TV, the podcast with Chase Brown, thank you so much. Jodi, I think you earned your stripes. What you think, Sammie?
Jodi was amazing. Jodi got personality. Jodi was fun. I like Jodi.
Yes, and Sammie, you know you always.
Jodi.
You know I love you so much, Sammie. So thank you so much. And we will see y'all. We ran way over, so we got to go. But thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you and have a good Monday night. See you tomorrow for Married to Medicine. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm joking. I'm joking.